Good morning, my dear students. Today we will be studying the last lesson of history in 10th standard, that is post-independence era, Jammu and Kashmir on the path of modernization. A very interesting lesson, but as per J.K. Bose syllabus, this lesson carries only 2 marks. But still, because it is the lesson on your own state, it's better to know the politics that shaped the very state of Jammu and Kashmir, which ultimately became the Union Territory. Okay, so 1947, when India became independent, the Maharaja Hari Singh was given, as you have studied in 9th standard, he was given the option whether to align with Pakistan or with India. He gave a standstill agreement. He said he wanted to think about it, because most of the education postal department was all associated with Pakistan, and if he would associate with Pakistan, he would be the minority, but with India he would have a better this one. But the decision was taken for him when the Pakistani rangers and the tribals invaded India in order to take over Kashmir. So at that time, then as you all know the history, when he signed the agreement of accession, that was when Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru appointed Sheikh Abdullah as the head of the emergency administration, and he, the Maharaja, went and settled down in Bombay. But before he left, his son Yuvraj Karan Singh was appointed as the Sadr-e Riyasat, or the governor of this state. So you should know very well that to a certain extent Jammu and Kashmir had its own autonomy. Understand, the administration was totally in the hands of the then Prime Minister Sheikh Mohammed Abdullah, and the Sadr-e Riyasat. So see, these people, kahin na kahin the manifesto was there that we have to bring about a development of Jammu and Kashmir. So the first thing was to bring about the agricultural sector. So you see here it's written the Tenancy Amendment Act to bring about the interest of the tenants. They had to pay a maximum rent that had to be, it was fixed. So Distressed Debtors Act, so all the debtors, they were free of all the debts. Big Landed Estates Abolition Act, this is considered as the Magna Carta. See, Magna Carta is a charter in which the king was brought under the, he was also brought, the Great Charter, it was one of the most important documents, as it established the principle that everyone is subject to the law, even the king. In those times in history, it was written in the year 1215. Okay, so that time only when it brought the king under the law. So this is also considered as it is almost considered as the Magna Carta, because it brought about a ceiling about how much land you could own. So there what happened was Sheikh Abdullah and his team, they got the support of the lower strata, that is the peasants, the artisans and all that. They got the support, but the zamindars and all, they felt कि भाई हमारी ज़मीन government ने छीन ली. And in order to give more boost to agriculture, irrigation was improved. समझे, like building of the Ranbir Canal, Martand Canal, Pratap Canal, canal irrigation was given the more of the boost. Then cooperative sector also was set up, but it was not so much successful, because Sheikh Abdullah wanted to bring about a concept of Russian type, where the land would be brought together, and then, because see, a peasant who has always been under debt, suddenly he starts owning the land. Kahin na kahin he'll feel that maybe I'll lose the land once again. So there was a mismanagement, and also cooperative sector did not succeed very well in Jammu and Kashmir. But modern education was given priority. Understand, about 35% of the annual budget was allocated for the expansion of the education. Understand, so here what happened is agricultural education was made compulsory in the village schools, so that the villager or the peasant would know the modern methods of education. Industrial sector also was given promotion, meaning traditionally handicraft sector, the secondary sector, has brought in huge amount of economy for revenue to the state of Jammu and Kashmir, so it was given more. See, kahin na kahin these people have worked towards the development of Jammu and Kashmir. But then Sheikh Abdullah, it is said that he started looking towards other governments, like foreign governments, for bringing in funds for the development of Jammu and Kashmir. This created a bit of uncertainty with the government of India. They felt that maybe he's trying to gain independence and create Jammu and Kashmir into a small state. But in fact, he was not trying to do that. He was only interested in bringing about a development. For that is the reason in 1953, please underline these dates. 1953, he was imprisoned, and Bakshi Ghulam Muhammad became the Prime Minister of Jammu and Kashmir in 1953. Now, Bakshi Ghulam Muhammad, he wanted to bring about economic development for the welfare of, his main intention was the welfare of the people of the state. Halanki Sheikh Abdul also had that idea. But what Bakshi Ghulam Muhammad did was he looked towards Indian government for funds, and that made him, kahin na kahin the government of India felt safe कि भाई Bakshi Ghulam Muhammad is not going to work towards the independence of Jammu and Kashmir. He is going to be with us. But Bakshi Ghulam Muhammad was very intelligent enough to work towards the development of the state. See, he worked towards the infrastructural development, building of the hydroelectric projects, and then hospitals and all that, and construction of the Banihal tunnel with the German. He brought in German engineers to help in the development, building of the Banihal tunnel. Then the most important thing was Kashmir Chalo campaign. Kashmir Chalo campaign was trying to bring about tourism into the state of Jammu and Kashmir. This was done by bringing about advertisements through publicity wings, improvement in air services, abolition of permit system, construction of youth hostels, revitalizing the these are all the auxiliary industries which try to boost tourism in the state. Okay, modern education was given more importance, and GM Sadiq, please underline this has come as an objective. GM Sadiq, the then education minister, drafted the education policy which laid the foundation for progressive education in the state. Women education was given more importance, and they were appointed in the schools as teachers and principals. So what happened was, this change, women started making a mark, they started getting the boost to create their own, to leave their own mark in every field, become doctors, engineers, teachers, professors, and all that. The cultural, Kashmir has a unique culture and a tradition. In order to promote the liberal and modern tolerant outlook, the Cultural Front organization was established in 1944, long before independence itself. But then it was renamed as Cultural Congress in 1949. Please underline this, okay? These objectives will come surely. And this has come, the journal Kongposh. Okay, and who were the writers? Dinanath Nadim, S.N. Jusi, Noor Muhammad Roshan, Rahman Rahi, Amin Kaleem. See, these are the great writers of Kashmir. And see, on this side you have this yellow paragraph, isn't it? So be aware what are the books written by them. Dinanath Nadim, what did he write? Bombarte Embazal and all that. Okay, so please be aware. See, after all, they are the great writers of Jammu and Kashmir. You have to remember them, even if it is not for the sake of exam. You have to know the history of your state. Okay, now Dogri Sanstha, please be aware of it. Dogri Sanstha, who are the writers in this? Professor Ramnath Shastri, Dinubhai Pant, Ram Ratan Sharma, Kavi Ratan Sharma, and many other. See, and what were the books they have written? See, like Jago Duggar, and then Nami Chetana, all these things. And then Jashn-e-Kashmir, be aware of this. The first ever 1956 first ever festival of Jashn-e-Kashmir, established with the establishment of Jammu and Kashmir Academy of Arts and Culture and Languages in 1958. Be aware of these all things. See, This lesson, as per the syllabus of NCRT in JK Bose, this carries only 2 marks, but 2 marks meaning objectives. So be aware of these most important points that I am telling you. Okay. So second phase, see, as per Kamraj plan, Bakshi, see, this also has come. Okay, Bakshi had to resign and to work towards the development of the political party. But then Sadiq became the next prime minister. He brought about drastic amendment of the Jammu and Kashmir. He changed from prime minister to chief minister. See, be aware, it was Sadiq who changed the stature of from prime minister to chief minister, and Sadr-e Riyasat became the governor. Sadr-e Riyasat was almost like the president. The Sadr-e Riyasat's position came down to the as the governor. So Dr. Karan Singh became the first governor of the state of Jammu and Kashmir. Okay. Now, he worked towards liberalization and guaranteed fundamental rights toward greater participation of the people, and new journals, newspapers were started representing public opinion and all that. Okay, for boosting agriculture, modern agricultural techniques were and better farm inputs were adopted. So see, this abbreviation, please be aware, Intensive Agriculture Development Program, IADP, and horticulture also received more importance. And the hydropower projects, please remember these. Hydropower projects like at Chenani, Upper Sindh, Salal were completed. Thermal power station at Kalakot, this has come. Okay, thermal power station at Kalakot was built. For the development of education, textbooks based on Indian pattern, meaning we started getting education affiliated with Government of India, matlab CBSE, NCRT, which were totally Indian history, Indian way of design of textbooks it was brought about. Okay. Now, state selection, state subordinate selection commission, district selection, matlab in order to bring about employment in the state. In order to check corruption and malpractices, Central Vigilance Committee was set up. Sadiq Saab passed away in 1971 and Mir Qasim became the chief minister, but then it did not last for long. And then see, as per Indra Sheikh Accord, please underline this, as per Indra Sheikh Accord, in November 13, 1974, Sheikh Abdullah took over the chief minister of the state on February 25, 1975, and remained so till his death in 1980. After him, his son Farooq Abdullah became the chief minister, and then you know the history. But then in 2019, on 5th August 2019, the Parliament of India amended the Article 370 and abrogated Article 35A. Understand? Under this Act, J&K were constituted into two territories: Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir and Union Territory of Ladakh. Okay, the major benefit was POSCO. Most important was protection of child from sexual offences. Then right to education was enacted. Right to information bill was also passed. But then introduction of Jammu and Kashmir reservation bill. Scheduled caste and scheduled tribes will get all the benefits of all the welfare schemes. The women would no longer be deprived of their property rights. Right to information, right to education, POSCO, then were also made applicable to the state. Now, as per the 73rd and 74th constitutional amendments, it has become applicable to, all these amendments have become applicable to Jammu and Kashmir also. Okay, so here in this lesson, please look into the objectives, because objectives are one line questions also. See, here they have given the objectives. Please look into this. And second thing is, in between the lesson I have given you some important objectives which have been repeated, because as per the syllabus this carries only 2 marks, but still be aware it can go up to 4 marks also, and can be, see, you have to know more about your state. and the JK board wants you to know more about your state. So be aware of your state and get to know. And anyway, it's your history. You have to know more about your own history. Understand? It's not just that you have to pass the exam and be aware of it. Okay. All the best.